Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Michael Coates in the First Alert Weather Center. I'm tracking severe storms along with Steve Cannon here in the Weather Center. And we have some fairly potent thunder showers that have just rolled across Blackfoot. And now we're starting to get onto the western edge of Idaho Falls. And we have a flash flood warning for Bingham, Bonneville County. And now Pocatello is under a new flash flood warning until 7:45. The thunderstorm, the bulk of this thunderstorm action is to the west of Idaho Falls, but we are still going to get clipped by the storm. And the reason why we're coming on the air right now is also Blackfoot has just sent out a reverse 911 call saying for folks to stay out of the downtown or the Old Town Blackfoot area. Several cars have stalled out apparently in floodwaters around Blackfoot. We have a crew headed to Blackfoot to check on that flooding. We have reports from folks calling into the newsroom saying, yeah, there's been a slipping and sliding all over the place here, and reports of pooling water on roads in Blackfoot City. And so right now the police is asking everybody in Blackfoot just to hold tight for a couple of hours, let the waters recede a bit before you venture outdoors, and don't call 911 unless it's an absolute emergency. So only call 911 in Blackfoot if it's an emergency, and they are trying to right now get cars out of stalled out floodwaters, or they stalled out cars, if you will, out of floodwaters. Excuse me. So we got a thunderstorm right now on the west side of Idaho Falls. It's just starting to come into town here. Quite a bit of lightning. Now, this is the same storm that came through Blackfoot when we had a severe thunderstorm warning, and that expired at 3 o'clock. But we have a flash flood warning now for the next couple of hours, and this is for everything west of Idaho Falls into Bingham County and out to the site there through Bonneville County. We have this one cell that's right over the lava beds right there, so it's getting right over Hell's Half Acre there, and we're bringing in quite a bit of lightning over the lava beds here. This is pushing to the northeast here. Lightning strikes plenty with this storm. In fact, when this storm was over Blackfoot, I counted about close to 90 lightning strikes within 30 minutes there. So that storm had a really good punch, and it is now moving to the west of Idaho Falls. It looks like it's going to get clipped here as we go through the next hour or so over town, pushing further into farmland. All right, let's move further south because Pocatello is under a flash flood warning, and this is going to go until 7:45. Steve Cannon here is going to zoom in on the radar. And American Falls, you're a part of this. This is also for Pocatello. You have a pretty decent thunderstorm overhead right now, and the storm is pushing off to the east and to the northeast slowly here, and the storm is really bringing in some heavy rain at times. See a lot of yellows and red on Viper radar indicating some heavy showers at this point. I believe that we are getting a new warning update as we speak right now. No, I think it's just the flash flood warning. I'm sorry, everything was just kind of beeping at me. I want to make sure we're on top of everything. So to recap, flash flood warning until 7:45. Now for Pocatello, Fort Hall, Chubbuck, everything around the American Falls Reservoir. And then again, that's going till 7:45. That includes Aberdeen. Blackfoot, all the way north into Idaho Falls, we're under a flash flood warning as well. And there's a pretty decent thunderstorm right now just building to the west of Idaho Falls. And also reminding you to stay out of downtown Blackfoot for the time being, at least for the next couple of hours, because we have several reports of flooded roads and stalled out cars, and the police right now are just trying to move things along at the moment. So we'll continue to track the severe weather for you from the First Alert Weather Center, and we'll have more updates as warranted right here on KIDK and on Local News 8. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Michael Coates. We'll send you back to regular programming.